This is a public service announcement about Africentric Alternative Schools in the TDSP and Howard University, which is a historic black college university in the U.S., and specifically about infusing African indigenous teachings, histories, and cultures into education. Now, in Winston Churchill's Afrocentric program, just a bit about the history and why there was such a great need to set up this program. In 2010 to 2011, 40% of Black boys were not graduating from high school. Black communities have been advocating for Afrocentric education for years. TDSB had data suggesting it was needed. And in 2011, Spring Oakwood Collegiate rejected Afrocentric education. 2012, it was brought to Winston Churchill, no kids. And 2013, we had the first cohort. And what happened when this was brought in? 93% of the students graduated, and they went to post-secondary education. So a bit about more about the Afrocentric Alternative School, located in Toronto, Ontario, focus on a culturally affirming and responsive curriculum, incorporates African Indigenous teachings, histories, and cultures into the learning environment. Culturally relevant curriculum is integrating African Indigenous perspectives, teachings, and histories into all subject areas using culturally responsive teaching methods to engage students, role models and mentorship, inviting African Canadian community members as guest speakers and mentors, highlighting of African Canadian role models and their contributions. Community connections, building partnerships with local organizations, cultural institutions to provide enriching experiences, arranging field trips to sites of significance within African Canadian history and culture. The Howard University in the U.S., located in Washington, D.C., established in 1867, one of the oldest HBCUs in the U.S., provides a comprehensive education with a focus on African American history, culture, and experiences. A key strategy of Howard University, African-centered curriculum, offering wide range of programs emphasizing African American history, culture, and social issues, incorporating African Indigenous teachings and perspectives into various disciplines. Student organizations events, supporting student-led organizations, clubs focused on African culture, history, and activism, hosting events and conferences that celebrate African heritage and address contemporary issues. Research and innovation, conducting research on African American experiences, contributions, and challenges, promoting innovations that address social and economic disparities in African American communities. So, in conclusion, both these institutions, the Afrocentric Alternative School and Howard University, employ strategies to infuse African Indigenous teachings, histories, and cultures into the learning space. These strategies help foster a sense of cultural identity, pride, and connection to heritage for students in Canada and the U.S.